Hey, Paul, wake up! Don't tell me you're sleeping. Come on, it's been a whole day. If you keep going at this rate, I'm gonna think you're dead or something.
Look, don't worry. I'm already up and shining. Come on, it's just a little bit of sleep. Don't get on my case for it.
What are you talking about? You've basically slept most of the weekend away. Of course I'm gonna call you out on it. You really need to settle down. I know you want to be there for me, bro, but at the same time, you need to take care of yourself.
I get it, but look, I'm not pushing myself too far. I'm working well within my comfort zone. Honestly, don't worry about me. You focus on what you need to do, and I'll do the same.
Okay, but that's a little hard when I come home and find you passed out on the floor. Come on, how do you expect me not to be worried about you? It's clear that you're working well beyond your limit. You don't need to go that far for me, honestly. Care about yourself a little bit more.
Hey man, unless you're in a hangar right now building that rocket you dreamt of making, then I'm gonna continue what I'm doing. Honestly, do you see me complaining about what's going on? Who cares if I sleep the whole weekend? At least throughout the week, I'm 100% there, aren't I?
Yeah, but who knows what's gonna happen to you at this rate? You're probably gonna die before you're 30, honestly. Do you need to keep working the way you do? I know you want to cover all the finances, but just let me get a part-time job. It doesn't have to be too long, a couple of hours during the week. It would take the workload off you for sure.
That's just nonsense. Do you really think I'm going to let you do something like that, John? Of course not. I'm not going to make you waste a precious hour flipping burgers at McDonald's. You could be learning the vital knowledge that's going to help you achieve your dream.
I know you want to support me and make sure everything I do works towards that dream. Even then, I just don't want you thinking you're some sort of slave to me or something. I mean, you have your own life too, don't you, bro? I know you want to do things for yourself as well. Honestly, I'm totally fine if you feel that way. Your life doesn't have to revolve around me.
You just don't get it, do you? Between the two of us, you're the one that has the dream that you want to achieve. Honestly, I'm not saying that I'm lower in value compared to you or anything, but I think what you're doing is worth supporting.
You want to open up that restaurant of yours, right? That's what you were planning to do before everything happened.
I know, but compared to the scale of something like what you're gonna do, what is my little restaurant gonna mean in the grand scheme of things? You could be putting people on a different planet. You can probably save humanity with what you do.
Hey, come on, let's not take this too far.
No, but I'm serious, bro. Honestly, you should really value what you're working towards. If I could be a part of that, if you achieve something great someday, I could say that I deserve a little bit of credit for it. Think about it. Me, I'm the guy that played a part in you saving humanity.
You say that like it's bound to happen, like it's inevitable or something. Come on, I'm just a kid at the moment. Who knows if I'm gonna do something crazy like that?
Well, hey, it's good to dream, isn't it? I know the type of guy you are. You're a hard worker and you're focused. I mean, think about our circumstances. Despite everything that's happened, you've managed to skip your levels and get yourself into university at such a young age. It is really good stuff, man. I think it's amazing.
It's not that big of a deal. I'm pretty sure there are plenty of guys out there like me.
I don't know about that. If I thought you were just an average dude, then I wouldn't be going out of my way like this. I truly believe that you're gonna help people someday. But here's the thing. If we can't pay for your education, then how is that gonna happen? I need to be the one paying these bills. It's a massive loan we got for you to go to university. I am totally happy to put in the hours and support you going there.
Thanks, man. You really do care about this, don't you? I don't know if anyone else has a brother like you.
Yeah, well, your thanks isn't gonna mean anything to me unless you actually produce the results. I don't want to see you screwing around. You hear me? No girlfriends. 0, you don't need any distractions.
Oh, come on, man, really? Not even one? Not even one to blow off some steam?
Trust me, I've made mistakes and it's your job to learn from them. For the type of thing you're gonna do, you need to be fully focused. I'm not gonna let you wonder and start making mistakes.
Oh, come on, man. I'm a really young guy. There's a super cute girl in my class. I've been thinking about asking her out.
No, this is out of the question. Don't go anywhere near her. You guys are done.
What are you talking about? Her and I have the same project to do. I was thinking that her and I could work together on it. We might be able to finish it quickly, you know?
Hey, I know how guys act. We're gonna use that project as a little excuse to get close and work together in private. Then you're gonna be smooching with her in the toilet.
Holy crap, really? Could I really do something like that? That sounds pretty cool, to be honest.
Concentrate, John. I'm being serious right now. Think about what you're gonna do in the future. I need your mind to be there. Don't let it wander off to this girl.
Man, this is just so unfair. I remember when you were my age. You were hanging around with girls all the time.
Yeah, and look where I ended up. Do you see me running my own restaurant now? Do you see me doing the things that I wanted to do?
Well, no, because you keep wasting your time on me.
John, let's clarify some things here. If you're not wasting your time, I'm not wasting my time. What were your test results last semester?
I got 100 out of 100.
Okay, this semester, how many specialists have you talked to that are in your field?
I've gone around to 5 companies, and I've talked to the head engineers there. I would say about 10 in total.
Okay, and how many papers are you writing at the moment?
I'm currently performing about 4 different experiments. One of them is working towards my thesis. The others, I'm hoping, contribute to me creating a better, more sustainable rocket that propels us further.
Exactly. Now, if you're doing all of this stuff, how can I say that I'm wasting my time? If the money I earn goes towards the work that you're doing now, then I'm totally happy to do it.
Okay, I see where you're coming from. I just got this really heavy load on my shoulders. I guess I just don't want the responsibility of knowing that I have to produce results to succeed.
Well, here's the thing. I trust in you. I think if you actually try, the results are guaranteed. I know of temptation. I know you're at the age where you want to hang out with a lot of girls. Trust me, I've thought about it. I thought that maybe even one might be good for you. I just want you to put in that work first, and then you can go have your fun. It is going to work out that much better.
Okay, look, bro, I hear where you're coming from. There's not a lot of guys with my dream and my talents.
Exactly. It would be a waste if you didn't apply yourself. You were gifted with a special skill set, and I think you should be putting that skill set to good use.
Well, you know what? I'll ignore the girls in the class. I'll focus on what I have to do. Let's talk about you, though. How are you and that sexy boss of yours going? Is she still harassing you?
Look, I don't want to get into that area. We were having a very serious conversation.
Hey, come on. We spent all that time talking about me. I think it's time we talked about you. I mean, I get it. You're gonna work all the time so that you can earn the money for me, right? You already get a salary. Why don't you have a little bit of fun while you're there?
Like I said before, I don't want to distract myself with girls right now. The only thing that matters is what you do.
Well, hey, I want one of us to be having fun here. It's kind of gloomy if we're both doing the work, isn't it? Come on, like you don't have any new stories? What has she done this time? Maybe she slipped you a love letter while you were sitting on the toilet or something? How about this? Maybe one day you're gonna open up your drawers and she's left a little panty in there for you. Oh, that'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
Look, what is going on with that lady and I is under control. I'm handling it. Don't worry.
Oh, look at the way you speak. You're handling it. That is so boring. You know how many guys would kill to be in your position? Who wouldn't want some hot, rich woman hitting on them? Just think about it, man. There are a ton of different guys out there just dreaming about what you're getting to experience right now. You should really pounce on it.
Come on, John. Let's just say that I do take advantage of the situation. What's going to happen with you? You stop getting the money you need to go to university. It's going to be that much harder for you to build rockets. I'd rather sacrifice a little bit of action if it means that I can maintain that dream of yours. Besides, you remember what Mom said, didn't you?
Yeah, I know, I get it. You don't have to remind me all the time. Anyway, look, I've got another class coming up, so I gotta go. Can you just relax today, please?
No can do, I'm afraid. I've got a side job that I'm gonna do online. I have to finish it by today. It's gonna get us a lot of money.
Are you kidding me right now? You're gonna work today as well? Don't you ever do anything apart from work? Oh, wait, I forgot. You sleep all weekend as well. You know, man, I miss the old you. What happened to that guy that kept bringing girls around all the time?
What can I say? We all grow up at some point, don't we? Anyway, enough talk. You got a class coming up. Get your head into the game.
Polly! Polly, come on! This is your boss talking to you. You're not allowed to ignore me. What are you doing right now? Actually, you know what? Why am I asking? It doesn't really matter. Just ignore whatever insignificant tasks you got today. I want you in my office right now.
Miranda, we already had a conversation about you messaging me on my personal WhatsApp account. I'm still really confused as to how you got your hands on it in the first place. Anyway, look, if you're gonna call me into your office, it needs to be about something serious. We have got a lot of things to do today. I have to mobilize the team. I respect your authority, but if it's not anything too important, I politely ask you to let me get back to business.
Oh my god, you're just like such a little wet blanket, aren't you? I love it when you play hard to get all the time. You know what? That's fine though. I kind of like this. It's a little bit more sneaky, more sexy to text each other this way.
Miranda, I really don't appreciate the way that you talk to me. I find it really inappropriate and it makes me feel uncomfortable. Anyway, there's this report that I have to write by the end of the day. If I don't get it done, it could mean a lot of dysfunction within our team. If you care about the successful operation of your business, you'll let me get to it.
Oh my god, you are just so serious all the time. Don't worry. Learn to relax. Maybe delegate the task to someone else. Do you know that little nimwit Michael that we just employed recently?
I do. He's a good worker. He's trying his best. I think he's going to advance through the ranks with a little bit more time and elbow grease.
Yeah, right. The only thing that guy is capable of is pouring a decent coffee. You know what I say? Whatever you gotta do, just give him the task. You and I need to have a little bit of fun.
What do you mean we need to have a little bit of fun? Michael is still trying to understand how this place works. I'm not going to put this task on him. It's going to be way too difficult for him.
Yeah, okay. How was the sword formed in the first place? You gotta put it through the fire, don't you? You gotta do the exact same with that Michael guy. I swear I can't believe we employed some loser like him. Who's the guy managing our recruiting at the moment? I have to have a word with him. But you know what? All of that insignificant stuff can come later. You and I have business to attend to.
I am not going into that office until you tell me what exactly you want to talk about.
Oh, come on, Paul. That spoils the fun. Why are you being so hesitant? I'm your boss, right? You can trust me. Just walk on in.
No, I know that I can't do that. I've already made that mistake too many times before.
What are you talking about? It's a mistake that you don't walk in here enough.
I really don't want to walk in there and see you pleasuring yourself again on the desk. I'm sorry, Miranda, but it's not the reason why I wake up early in the morning and come into work.
Oh, come on. Don't act like you didn't like that. I saw the way your eyes darted around the place. You liked what you saw, didn't you?
Look, I'm really not gonna answer that. I'd prefer if I could just get back to work.
Come on, Paul. You can't just be work, work, work all the time. You gotta take the light side of things. I'm telling you, it's gonna be good for the work efficiency here anyway. Don't you just feel a little cramped up, hunched over that computer all the time, typing away? Wouldn't it be good if you could find a way to just ease that pain? Let's start with relaxing a little bit. Have someone take the weight of those big shoulders of yours.
Don't worry, I'm quite capable. I've been doing this job for a long time.
You have, haven't you? One of the most competent staff we got. Honestly, you've saved this company more times than we care to count. You deserve to be rewarded for it. Come on, come into my office and we can talk about that reward. Just make sure you shut the door properly and lock it. We don't want anyone walking in and getting jealous.
Miranda, I really don't want to get into these games with you. I understand that this is the type of person you are. Then again, I don't know how to feel about it, considering you're in the position that you are.
What do you mean by that, Paul?
Well, I mean, it's not exactly appropriate for you to be talking to me like this, right? You're my boss. You and I are meant to have a professional relationship.
Hold on a second. What did you just say? A relationship? Oh, wow. Who would have thought it would come out of your mouth?
No, hold on, that's not what I said. I said a professional relationship. It's different to what you're thinking about right now.
But it's still a relationship, right? Oh my god. Paul, you really do know how to make a girl get all flustered and stuff. Be careful. I might just get out of this office and jump right onto you. Don't lead me on that way.
Miranda, I just want you to calm down. You know I didn't have any romantic expression when I said that.
Come on, Paul. I just don't get you. Really? Why are you doing this all the time? Think about all the other guys that work here. They'd kill for a chance to take a hit on this. I'm putting myself on a silver platter for you. Just come and dine in. Don't feel ashamed of it. No one even has to know. We'll keep this behind closed doors. What are you so worried about?
Well, I come in here to get the work done, not to screw around in your office.
Are you serious? You're not telling me that you're not even a little bit tempted? Come on. No one's gonna catch us. You know how soundproof these walls are. Look, I'm gonna scream out right now. Did you hear what I said?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Okay, well, I was screaming, Paul! Paul! Oh my god, baby. What are you doing right now? Why are you taking so long? Just come in here and plow me already. Oh my god. I don't know how long I can take. Please, I'm begging you. Rip this little skirt off me. I want you to come smother me. You telling me that you didn't hear any of that? I was screaming that at the top of my lungs.
No, I didn't hear anything like that.
Well, there you go. There's proof this place is soundproof.
I'm not really sure if you even said that in the first place, to be honest.
Yeah, well, you know what? How about we just do a little bit of a test, huh? Just come in here and I'll go out there. Scream whatever you want. I'll tell you if I heard it.
I'm not doing that, Miranda. You can't trick me into going in there. I know I'll go in there and you're going to be doing something inappropriate like you do every time.
You're really too sharp for your own good, you know that. I mean, I absolutely love it, but at the same time, I just wish you eased up a little bit. I don't know what it's gonna take to get through those little cracks of yours. I know what's behind that tough, strong exterior you've got there. There's a little wild man waiting to burst out.
Well, let's just hope he doesn't do that during work hours.
Aha! So I was right, wasn't I? You are a little feisty devil, aren't you? How am I gonna bring that little man out, huh? Come on. I want to see the real Paul. I want to see what he's hiding from everyone. I want to see him screaming in exhilaration. Surely you can do that for me.
Look, Miranda, I don't know what to tell you. I think you're a very beautiful woman, and don't take that too far. I'm saying it in a purely objective sense. I'm not trying to hit on you or anything.
Oh, I know. Don't worry. You can tell me more of that. It's good. Keep it up. What else do you want to say about me? Comment on my body. You know I go to the gym, right? I keep this body tight. But you know what? Don't take my word for it. Come give it a try yourself.
Look, I think that's amazing too. You go to the gym and you take care of yourself. I have a lot of respect for you. This company was your father's, but you managed to take over and evolve it into something even bigger and better. I honestly respect that type of thing. Apart from the way that you talk to me, you run this business very well. You've also put a good deal of time into your looks. If there's a model for how a person should work on their work ethic and appearance, I would take you and use you as that model.
Oh my god, Paul. Even just the most dull, logical compliment like that just hits me like an arrow to the heart. But you know what? I want you to spice it up a little bit. Compliment me on what you really like about me. You don't really care about this business. I know you're just like all the other guys here. They're just dying for a chance to get a taste of Miranda. You can just smell it off them.
Smell what exactly?
Everything. You can smell desperation, desire, hunger. I honestly enjoy having a workforce like this. I like to keep them hungry. Keep them craving for me. Makes them work harder. Makes them want to stand out a little bit more.
Well, look, I'm not going to judge that philosophy that you have there. If it works, it works. I mean, they're definitely putting in the hours, I'll say that much.
The only thing is that you're different from them. You're so different from them, and I hate it! No, that's not true. I don't hate it at all. I am absolutely obsessed with it. What drives this man, Paul? Who is he? Why does he do what he does? Why does he come into work and just appear like he's not tired at all and just gets everything done? Why is he able to mobilize the team so easily? He hasn't made one mistake since he's been working here. It's just so vexing. I want to figure out this little enigma he's given me. How can I know who he really is?
Well, I can't really answer that one for you, Miranda. Here's the thing. I'm one of your top employees here. You put me in a very high position. I have a lot of responsibilities. Unfortunately, the things that you're requesting of me are outside of my occupation. They are just not in the job description. I thank you for the offers of all the times you try to get me to come into the office and get a personal massage from you. I thank you for putting me in the position that I'm in now. It's definitely given me the income I need to pursue the goals that I have. But if it's fine between you and me, I would like to keep it strictly business. I'm not in a position in my life to have a relationship, and I hope you can understand this.
You really are the negotiator, aren't you? This is why I put you in the position that you're in. You know how to settle people down. Look, you need to know something about me, Paul. I'm not your average woman. When I want something, I will get it. I chase things. I see things that I want and do whatever I can to get it. It's how I got this position. It's how I've been able to come out on top. It's how my father has raised me. It's something that I can't help.
Look, I get it. Maybe you want some sort of relationship or something a little bit more temporary. Regardless, I just think you should seek it with someone else. As you said before, there are plenty of people that would love a taste of Miranda, the boss. I'm sure they stay up all night fantasizing about it. I think you pursuing me is a wasted effort. You would get the satisfaction that you're seeking in another person, and they would also be appreciative for it as well. Unfortunately, I'm not interested in this type of thing.
Oh my god, Paul, you just totally don't get it, do you? This isn't how this works. I don't want some of the average little shrimps in this company. Do you think they're exciting to me? There's nothing exciting about a couple little beggars just waiting for the world to give them something. They don't have what you have. They don't have what I'm looking for.
What is it exactly that you want? What is it that I have that is so different from other people?
Paul, you are the whole package. I want all of it. I love how much of a good job you do here. You're very competent. It's sexy. I find it so attractive. Not only that, but come on, let's take a look at that bod. What do you do? I need to know. What's your little secret? How do you keep that physique so tight?
Look, that is something that I don't really need to answer for you, isn't it? You've been doing the same thing. You go to the gym. I go with my little brother. We just do it for our lifestyle to stay healthy.
Oh, come on. You don't need to act so humble with me. I know you put extra effort into that Tootsie. Don't act like you're not happy about me complimenting it. There's no way a guy works that hard to get a physique like that and doesn't want to be complimented for it. That's the whole reason you were doing it, right?
I don't really have a comment on that, to be honest. Miranda, it is what it is. I do a whole body workout, and I guess I just grow bigger in that area. If that's the type of guy you're after, maybe you can turn one of the younger employees into that. Lead them on with a little bit of expectation of you guys dating. Make him know that he needs to get competent and good at the job. Start producing results. Then convince him to go to the gym. Don't you think that's the best thing? You have now created a more efficient worker, and he's also a viable partner for you. You also get to keep me on the workforce. You're not putting me in an uncomfortable position all the time.
Oh my god. Seriously, do you expect me to put in all that work for something like that? Why is it my responsibility to make a guy into the way he's supposed to be? Why can't I just get one like you? Let's face it. What is so wrong about us dating, Paul? Don't you think it's the right thing to do?
I don't know why you would say that. There's nothing right or wrong about it. But if I had to give a judgment on it, I would say it's the wrong thing. I mean, I am your employee at the end of the day. You really shouldn't be talking to me this way.
Hey, come on. This is just human nature. What do you expect? Do you think the apple of Eden tasted any different from another apple? I bet it was the exact same thing that a normal apple was. The only difference was that you weren't allowed to eat it. That's why it was so desirable. It's kind of like us with a forbidden relationship. It's exciting, isn't it? Even you must be tempted.
Miranda, thinking about that type of thing is really unhealthy. Just take my advice and drop it.
Come on, Paul. You know you want to. Just have one little bite. You know what? Not even that. Have a lick. You don't have to eat the whole apple. Just feel it. Get a bit of the sensation. Find out if you actually like it or not. Who knows, you might hate it. That's fine, but at least give it a go.
No, I am not going to do that. I have a goal. I have things I need to achieve. Anything that lies outside of that goal isn't relevant to me. Thank you for enticing me, but I have to decline. I want you to find someone else that you can indulge yourself in.
Oh my god, Paul. I can't believe it. You really are strong-willed, aren't you? I love that. It's so masculine and sexy. I'm going to get you at some point. I told you, didn't I? If I want something, I'm going to get it, no matter what the cost. That's the type of person I am. Don't think I'm going to give up just because you said no. This doesn't end here.
Hey, bro, come on. This is just totally unfair. How could you do this? I didn't know you were this much of a hypocrite. So, the truth comes out. You can't argue against this one. Even you like a little bit of action every now and then, don't you?
What are you going on about now, John? I'm in a cafe working on my side project at the moment. I'm pretty busy, so this better be important.
Oh, hey, look, I don't care what you're doing at the moment. I need you to explain what's going on here, especially after that talk that we had the other day. I mean, you seriously gave me that big, massive lecture about staying on task and being focused, and you go and do something like this? Let me just say, if you're off having fun, then I deserve to have a little bit of fun too, right? I mean, you're setting the example. It's not like you're my parent or anything. We should be equal in that regard.
Hold on, John. I have no idea what you're talking about right now. Can you explain a little bit more? What are you looking at?
Hey, why should I? You should already know, right? I mean, something like this is just way too bizarre.
What is exactly?
Well, just the state that you've left the house in. I mean, I get home from a massive day of study. So much stuff that I have to cram into my head. I'm walking home thinking about everything, recalling all the concepts, and trying to relate it to other things that I know. You know what I'm talking about, right? Just all the basic, boring things you need to do to consolidate it into your memory. I was so lost in thought that I had no idea about my surroundings. I was walking into the driveway, recalling all of the information in my head, and all of a sudden, I tripped on something.
Tripped on what exactly?
Hey man, don't act like you don't know. You're the one that put all of this stuff here, right? What did you do with this girl? It looks like she ran away trying to strip herself with all the gear.
Do what? To who? A girl? John, none of this is making sense.
You're telling me I'm more confused. Care to give me an explanation? I mean, tell me what the story is here. It's exciting to try and piece the puzzle pieces together myself, but I am at a loss here. I think I need you to explain it.
Explain what exactly? What are you looking at?
Okay, well, the first thing I tripped over was some handcuffs. Pretty good quality ones as well. I mean, they're really heavy. They were heavy enough to trip me. Then let's take a look around us here. A bunch of bondage gear, some anal beads, a rope. I mean, any type of implement that you can think of, I'm pretty sure it is all here. Who was this chick? She must have been super freaky. Come on, man, you gotta give me the details. I never get to engage in this type of stuff. You always have me on a short leash.
Hold on, John. I honestly have no idea what is going on here. This is a big mistake. We need to do something about this. Call the police or something. It's clear that we've been broken into.
Look at you go, trying to hide it. Acting like we were robbed or something. Look, I know that you're ashamed of what she did, but just admit it. I'm not some stupid kid anymore. It is clear that you got up to something here. Besides, you kind of owe me, don't you?
What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, look at the rubbers you got strewn all over the place. It is pretty disgusting, man. Don't you guys think you can just clean up after yourselves afterwards? What, were you in that much of a rush to get back to work? I'm sure your sexy boss wouldn't mind you skipping one day.
Hold on, this is just getting worse and worser than I thought. Are you actually telling me that there are rubbers strewn all over the place? What the hell happened there?
Hey man, I'm trying to ask you right now. You care to explain this to me?
Look, it is clear that something weird has happened here. Some guys broke in and they had some sort of intercourse in the house or something. It's pretty strange. I think you need to call the police and find out who did this. They could come back. We might be in danger.
Are you serious right now? Bro, you're not sure what's going on here? I thought for sure this was you. I mean, it looks exactly like the type of thing that you would do ages ago.
Look, say what you want about me, but I actually clean up after myself. I wouldn't leave a place in that condition, especially something as disgusting as that. Who the hell would do this, and how did they get into our house anyway?
Oh, hey, there's a letter here in the kitchen. Whoever wrote this has super neat handwriting.
A letter? What does it say?
Well, looks like you have been hiding something from me. It says, "Thanks for the good time, baby." At the bottom, it has the name Miranda on it. Now I am starting to see the picture. Miranda is the woman that you've been working with, right? She's the one that keeps hitting on you.
Wait, did it actually say that? Oh, I don't believe it. I wonder if she actually broke into the house.
Is this actually her? I have to admit that I'm pretty jealous of you right now, man. I mean, it's clear that this chick is head over heels for you, man. She has some weird obsession. I mean, to break into a guy's house and leave all this stuff here? Oh, wait, that is to say that you're actually telling me the truth. You guys didn't do anything, did you?
Of course we didn't. I told you last time, didn't I? I want both of us focused on the mission at hand. I don't have time to do something like this. I want to find out why she went as far as she did to do this, though. Just how did she get into our house?
Well, look, man, I don't know about that. You do whatever you gotta do. I gotta go back and study. I am gonna take this little red panty, though, as a souvenir. If she asks for it, you can say that we threw it away or something.
Oh, come on, John. What did I say about staying focused?
Oh, come on, man. You're never any fun. I miss the old you.
It is quite convenient that the moment I need to talk to you, you're not in the office. What exactly are you doing? Miranda, you do realize I could call the police on you for something like that.
Oh, hey! Well, this is a rare set of circumstances, isn't it? I mean, has there ever been a time where you messaged me first? I think I'm always the one that's doing the chasing here. Well, I guess I must have really got you thinking the last time we had a conversation. So what happened all of a sudden? Did you realize that deep down you wanted a taste of this luscious little gal? It's fine. Just admit it. All guys end up like this eventually. Even one that's as stoic and focused as you. It's in your nature to want something like this. Well, too bad for you. I'm not in the office today. I guess you're gonna have to sit there fantasizing.
Miranda, enough of the games. This is not funny. You went to my house yesterday, didn't you? You absolutely trashed it with all that stuff. Don't try and deny it. You left enough evidence for us to figure out that it was you.
What are you talking about, Paul? It sounds like you're really angry at me for something. I wonder what you think I did. Look, I was just having another casual afternoon yesterday. As usual, I'm feeling a little bit heated. I felt a little bit feisty and I got into a bit of a mood, if you know what I mean. Once I get into that mood, it's really hard to get out of it. I put on some revealing gear and pulled out my little toys and I went to town. I had a little fun, if I'm being honest. Whatever you're thinking I did must be totally different from that.
Miranda, we both know what you did yesterday. The question is why. You do realize that what you did was breaking and entering? It is against the law. How did you get into my house?
Come on, Paul. You really don't think I can't figure out how to get into a house like that? I have my eye on you 24/7. I know exactly what you do. If I need to do something, I find out how. After knowing the little routine of you and your brother, it was very easy. I have to say, you guys have a very interesting situation, don't you? He's such a young man. I saw all the books littered throughout the house. He's really studying that type of material at his age? He must be, what, 15 or something?
A little bit older. He's 17.
Wow, 17 years old and he's studying something like that. That's quite the little champion you have there. You better nurture him very well.
Well, that's exactly what I'm doing, to be honest. Not that I wanted to tell you, but he's got a dream of becoming a rocket engineer. He wants to help create rockets that are going to get us off this planet. Get us to a planet that's sustainable and can continue supporting the human species.
Wow, and so now I'm starting to understand a little bit more of the enigma that is Paul. So this is the type of thing you've got in the background. I saw a couple of other documents you have strewn about the house as well.
Okay, I need to make a comment on that. Do you mind not going through all my stuff? It is really rude and that is all personal.
Well, hey, if you're not going to tell me and be honest about who you are, then I've got to find out somehow. But the type of university he's going to specializes in exactly what he wants to do. I did a little bit of research and it's very expensive. How do you guys pay for that sort of thing? Your parents must be loaded.
Well, they weren't exactly well off when they were alive. I've been the one that's been paying for everything.
Wait, let's backtrack a little bit here. What do you mean by when they were alive? You telling me these people have already kicked the sack?
They sure did. Our parents were very normal people that didn't have any awe-inspiring jobs. What they did was have a dream to create a beautiful family. They instilled in my brother and I very good values. They really motivated us to find something that we wanted to do and chase after it. I really enjoyed my mother's cooking. A lot of her cooking was influenced by the country that she was from, Mexico, except it had her own little twist to it. It was my hope that I could create a restaurant chain one day that was inspired by her recipes. I know every single one. My little brother, on the other hand, was exploring himself even more. He tried many different things. He got into sports, he studied different types of science. He did all these things, except there wasn't one that interested him enough. He was brilliant at all of them, but he couldn't feel attached to any one of them. Then one day he woke up and he screamed out to everyone. He woke up Mom and Dad and he said that he knew exactly what he wanted to do. He's gonna become some sort of rocket engineer. This was who he was meant to be.
Wow, that's a very inspiring story. And what age was your brother at this time?
He was only 12 years old, still a kid with dreams filling his head. But we all decided to support him regardless. He would work tirelessly accumulating the knowledge he needed to do that type of job. I was working towards expanding my cooking skills in hopes that I would open a restaurant. A lot of time passed and we were all working very hard at what we wanted to achieve. I was still in high school, but with only a little bit to go until I graduate. I go to the graduation night and we have a great time. I get my award and my parents celebrate me finally becoming an adult. The day after that, I was going to get straight to business. I was gonna open up my store. That is, until the tragedy happened.
A tragedy? What tragedy? I am assuming that this involved your parents.
Yeah, it did. We were all driving home. We were all high off the ecstasy of me graduating. The first one in the family to do it. Everyone was so happy. Everyone except my dad, that is. I remember this distinctly. Everyone was laughing, but he was concentrating on the road. He kept looking in his mirrors. He was so worried about something. Then, in a matter of seconds, we were spinning. I had no idea what was going on.
Wait, I'm not understanding what happened here. You were spinning?
Well, I woke up in the hospital in a bed next to my brother. We didn't sustain any major injuries. The doctor came to us and explained what had happened. Apparently, there was a drunk driver behind us, swerving on the road. I'm guessing that is what my father was so distracted with. This driver hit the end of our car and we went spinning after that. My brother and I passed out. Our parents met a different fate.
Well, Paul, I have to say, I didn't expect you to have a history like that. So you and your brother have been alone ever since?
Right, we have.
So what happened to you then? Why are you working in my company? You wanted to open that little restaurant of yours, didn't you?
I did, I honestly did. It was my mother's hope that I did so. She told me that no matter what, that's what I should do. After they passed away, I tried to remain strong for my brother. I said no matter what, we have got to achieve what we set out to do, with or without them. I tried to do exactly that, but it wasn't easy. My brother also needed the funds to go to university. I had to make a decision. Should I give up my dream in support of his, or should I try and support us both? It just wasn't viable to do the latter. I settled for an entry-level position and I worked my way up. Now I'm the guy that you see.
Wow, this is just so amazing! I just knew there was something so dark and mysterious about you. Something so alluring. I want you even more now. You're just so devoted to that mission of yours, aren't you? You want your brother to succeed.
More than anything, at least one of us has to achieve what we set out to do. I know our parents are looking down on us, expecting things.
Well, Paul, thank you for opening up to me.
Now you understand why I'm not interested in a relationship with you, right? This is what I have to focus on.
I know. And it's good to know what you've been dealing with. It gives me a lot more insight into your situation. But then again, I have some things to say about this.
Okay, well, let's hear it.
So what?
Wait, what did you say?
Exactly! So what? So what if that's your situation? That doesn't change the way I feel about you. I'm pretty sure that we can come to a very good arrangement here.
I am not so sure what you're getting at right now. Are you still seriously trying to chase after a relationship with me? You know how focused I am, right? Supporting my brother and his dream is everything to me.
No, I get that. Don't worry. I don't agree with it, but whatever. I think it's such a silly idea to be supporting someone else like that. But if that's the type of guy you are and that's what I have to do to get with you, I don't have a choice, do I? I'm gonna have to make a business proposition with you.
What are you trying to get at right now, Miranda?
Let me ask you this, Paul. You're not even the littlest bit interested in me. I don't make you curious at all.
Look, you're my boss. I can't be having those types of thoughts in my head.
Well, look, all I want is your honesty. I'm asking you in a purely objective way. So answer the question. Paul, do I arouse you?
Yes, you do.
Okay, thank you. That's good to know. I arouse you, but you're in a position where you have to prioritize your job over your romantic life. I could be a supermodel, and you wouldn't even date me, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, understood. Well, here's what I have to say to that. I want you to marry me.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
That's right. I want you to marry me. You marry me, and I'll give you as much money as you need to support that little brother of yours.
Hold on a second. This is way too much to take in. Are you asking me to do something as serious as that? Why? I thought you just wanted to have a little fling with me.
Take a look at me, Paul. I'm getting up there in years. I'm not exactly the type to just fling my body around like that. At some point, I want to settle down with a proper guy. And I'm choosing you to be that guy.
Okay, but why me? The atmosphere that you've been creating with me has been very flirtatious and exciting. I don't get the impression that you want to do something serious.
Oh, I want to do something serious. I want to do something seriously flirtatious and exciting. That's just the type of personality that I have. But at the same time, I need to accept the circumstances for what they are and settle down with someone.
Okay, and that someone that you're deciding to settle down with is me? I see where you're coming from.
Exactly. You marry me, you quit the job at my company, you stay at home. You do everything that I need you to do. Cleaning, cooking, taking care of things. You do that and you'll get a decent amount of money to fund your brother's education. Who knows? You might even get some money for yourself.
I don't know about this. This is a really big decision. I can't just make this straight away.
Hey, you're a businessman, aren't you? You know that some decisions are best made in a swift amount of time. But I can tell how you feel, Paul. Even all those times you've been rejecting me. Remember when I was talking about that little apple of Eden? I could tell you could understand where I was coming from. You've been wanting me this whole time. I could feel it from you. Now I know why you've been rejecting me. It's fine. You have a problem, and I'm here to solve it. That's what we do, right? Business partners. We solve the problem that the other guy has.
Okay, that's true, but this is a little bit different from what we do on a daily basis.
Just don't think too much about it. It's just a little bit of fun at the end of the day. Besides, you only live once. Be honest with yourself. Is there any other woman that's interesting you in your life right now apart from me?
If you want me to answer honestly, then it's a no.
Exactly. There's something alluring about your vivacious boss, isn't there? Well, Paul, what do you say? Do you want to have a taste of this apple?
Hey, bro, sorry, I'm running late. I just had a massive exam block. I think I did really well in it. Another 100 out of 100 like I always do. It was pretty easy. I feel like all this stuff just gets easier as the years go by. I swear, it used to be so hard at the start. I know you're gonna look down on me for this, but I was invited by a couple of people to go out for some drinks afterwards. You're gonna get angry about me being a minor and having a drink, but I had a really good time. Oh, I hope you can forgive me for it. Anyway, which of Mom's recipes are you cooking tonight? I am absolutely starving. We didn't eat anything when we were drinking. I could really do with a feast.
Hey, John, it's good that you're confident in your performance on the test. I'm proud of you, I really am. You just keep getting better, don't you? I am not gonna get mad about the drink. It's fine, you're growing up. I have to let these things slide sometimes. I know that you're not gonna do it to the extent that you hinder yourself. You know what? There was that girl that you were interested in class, right? Maybe it is a good idea if you just date her.
Whoa, this is a different guy than I am used to. What happened to that strict, stern brother of mine? Is he out of town this weekend or something? Anyway, I'm gonna accept your temporary kindness. I didn't tell you this, but I've been a little bit of a naughty boy on the side. I've been talking to her behind your back. How are things on your end? Have you come back from work yet? You still haven't told me about that weird interaction with Miranda. I mean, what the hell went on in this house? You keep hiding it from me.
Look, I've done a lot of thinking lately. I have to tell you everything that's been going on. I'm about to make a decision, and I want you to be a part of it. This affects you. It is very important.
Oh boy, okay, this sounds really heavy. You're actually gonna give this to me on my exam block day? Can't it wait a little bit? Lay it on me in the morning. I could really do with a good old snooze.
Unfortunately, I'm not sure if I have the time to keep delaying this. I need to make a decision soon. Here's the thing. Miranda knows about our situation. She knows about me supporting you, and she knows about our parents. She offered me a deal. She wants me to marry her.
Wait, hold on a second. What did you just say? Marriage with Miranda? Holy cow. Okay, that is amazing. You actually get to marry that chick? Bro, you gotta jump on this. You know how girls are, right? They'll probably change their mind after a couple of weeks. You get to marry someone like that? Oh, I'm so jealous. Here I was thinking that I was lucky if I was able to get with a girl in my class. But for you to get with a girl like that is totally different. She's like the big white whale. I'm only fishing for the little snappers. Anyway, where did that come from? I mean, I thought you guys were gonna be like temporary or something.
You know what? I was thinking the exact same thing. So far, she's only given me the impression that she wants to have a little bit of fun. I've never considered her to be serious about this at all. It seems that I was wrong about that. She might have had her fun in the past, but she wants to settle down now. She wants to have that one good guy, and for whatever reason, she's decided that person is me.
I swear, man, you are just the luckiest guy in the world. I mean, I don't know how you do it. There is something about that weird, stern, serious side of yours. It really hits off with the girls, doesn't it? You gotta teach me something like that. I can barely get that girl in my class to look at me.
But I want you to understand the severity of the situation. This isn't something that I can decide that easily. Think about what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna be at home as much. You're gonna have to be on your own. Are you gonna be able to do that?
Hold on a second. You mean you're gonna be leaving? I'm gonna be here all on my own?
Look, I talked to Miranda a lot about it, and she needs someone at home. She needs someone to take care of the house and her father. The man is getting older. She wants to be the one that goes out and gets the money, and I take care of stuff at home. With that being the case, I don't think I can come back to our house anymore. You're gonna be doing all of that stuff on your own.
Wow, okay, this is quite a big decision, isn't it? I didn't think that it would go in that direction at all. How could I be so stupid? You're gonna get married. Of course you have to move in with her. Oh, I am such an idiot. Okay, well, I guess I can do it. I'm not the best at it, but I'm sure I could cook Mom's recipes just fine.
Look, don't worry about that. If you're fine with it, I'm gonna cook a large batch in advance. I'll come over there every week. I'll freeze down whatever I cook, and you'll have your meals for the week. What do you think about that?
Well, I'll be honest, it's not the best, but it'll have to do, won't it? So you're not gonna have your normal job anymore?
If I do decide to make this decision, then no, I'm gonna get paid a lot more to do a lot less. If you think about it, it's really a good deal, but it does come with its consequences. I want to know how you feel about this first.
Well, bro, how about we talk about this? How do you feel about her? Is she really the one for you? Do you even like her?
I have to be honest, there is a part of me that's really attracted to her. I've been suppressing it for a long time. It's like everyone says, she is a very vivacious and attractive woman. There is something about having a relationship with your boss that is really exciting too. To say that I'm not interested at all would be a serious lie. If there was one thing that was steering me away from supporting you, it would be her. She's the biggest distraction in my life. But now she's giving me an option where she's not a distraction, but the solution. I'm at a crossroads here, and I need your opinion.
Well, there is one thing I need to say about this.
What would that be?
It's about damn time.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, man, I am sick of you trying to live your life for mine. It's about time that you live for yourself. I think it is awesome that this girl is interested in you and that you actually like her. Why not chase after her? I think it is a great thing.
Are you serious? Are you sure you're gonna be fine on your own, man?
I'm an adult now, right? I mean, sure, I'm in university. I'm about to finish, but things are only gonna look up from this point on. You gotta let go of me and build your own life. It's clear that you like her. So go on then, just be free, John.
I didn't think you would actually say yes. Thanks, bro. Look, I'll still come over with the meals. We'll have time together. We'll still be brothers.
I know, man, I know. Just go already. Go do something that you're gonna be happy with.
So, what did you think of the dinner, big boy? I bet a girl has never made you feel that way before. I know if you had any doubts about us getting married, I dispelled all those doubts with tonight, didn't I? I could see those little rosy cheeks of yours. You were loving every little second of that, weren't you?
Miranda, don't you feel bad about doing all that stuff? I mean, this was meant to be a meeting with your parents, right? Don't you want me to be on my best behavior? I'm meant to be giving them a good impression of who I am. Why would you do something like that to me?
Oh, come on, babe. I know that you were nervous underneath that pretty smile of yours. You think I don't watch you all the time at work? I can tell when you're super tense. Like, babe, come on. You're not running for presidency or anything. You're just meeting my parents. Don't make such a big deal about it.
Okay, look, maybe I was just a little bit nervous, but that's fine, isn't it? It's just natural to feel that way. I don't think you need to touch me under the table just over a couple of nerves. In fact, if I'm being honest, you only put me on edge even more.
Oh my god, you are just so cute. Well, if you were nervous while I was doing that to you, you certainly did a good job at hiding it. That's exactly what I like in a man. Even under pressure, you know how to perform. I just can't wait to eat you up. You and I are gonna have a lot of fun on our wedding night.
I'm sure you and I are gonna have a great time together, Miranda.
So anyway, what did you think about my parents? Check out my mom. I mean, I know she's pretty old now, but there's still a little bit of remnants of what she used to look like, right? She used to be a really beautiful lady. Probably not as beautiful as me, but pretty damn close. Then there's my dad. That's such a sad sight to see. It's horrible to know that he's in the state that he's in. It's really good that you're going to be taking care of him from this point on 24/7.
Wait, what did you say? I'm gonna be taking care of your dad all the time?
Yeah, of course. He's getting old, right? My mom has been taking care of people her whole life. She had a massive family of brothers. She had to take care of each and every one to make sure they didn't get up to any mischief. Then she had to take care of me. I was a little good girl for quite a bit of time, but as you can expect, I turned into a little bit of a wild one as I grew older. Now she's expected to take care of her husband as well. It's just way too much for her. I want her to die peacefully. You're the guy that has to take care of him now.
Okay, well, I guess I can do that. I have to ask, though. Do you think that him and I are gonna get along?
Is that even a question to ask right now? You guys have to get along. You're going to be family soon. What are you so worried about?
I don't know. I just didn't get a really good impression of him when I was at the dinner. I felt like he was judging me. There was something about me he didn't like. He was giving me this look. Is that just his normal resting face or something?
Oh, okay. I see what's going on here. My dad is seeing something in you that he doesn't like. Something that I can't see. Look, I need you to understand this right now. I'm not like every other girl. I absolutely love my father. He means everything to me. He's helped me be the woman I am now. He's given me this company. I respect him more than anything else in the world. Now, if you want us to have a really good marriage together, you're going to make it your top priority to get on his good side. Do you understand me?
Wow, I can see that you're very passionate about this. Me having a good relationship with your dad is very important.
I don't care how cute you are, Paul. If you disrespect my dad, you and I are going to have some big issues. You got that?
Okay, well, as you know, I'm a very serious individual. I don't know why he would have any reason to dislike me. I'm sure when we spend some time together, we're gonna get along.
Good. That's the attitude that I want to hear. Now we have to do a lot of planning. We've got the wedding day coming up soon. We need to get the invitation sent out and you to be properly fitted. You're a very handsome man, but if you're wearing the wrong type of clothes, I don't think I can be standing up there next to you. I want you to stand up there making all the other girls jealous. I want them to be craving you. When they go home to their beds that night, I want them to be fantasizing about what it would be like to have their claws on you. That's how good you must look on the day.
Okay, Miranda, I understand. I'll do my best. I'll hunt around for a good suit.
This is really exciting, isn't it? Two beautiful people coming together. I can't wait to tell our children about how we met.
Paul! Paul! Paul, where the hell are you right now, boy? Don't you know I'm in trouble? I need your help. I'm stuck in the toilet. I can't get myself out of here. You know how old I am, don't you? I don't have the strength to push myself out. You better come back here as soon as possible if you know what is good for you. If my daughter has to hear about you neglecting me, things are not gonna be sunshine and roses. I can promise you that much. Oh, no, Joe, are you alright? You are actually stuck in the toilet, aren't you? Just give me a moment. I'm almost finished up at the shops here. I'll be back as soon as I can. Is there anyone else in the house at the moment? Anyone you can call out to? What are you trying to do right now? Are you trying to push your job onto other people? How dare you? How dare you do that to my wife? What do you mean your wife? It could be anyone. If there's anyone there, they should be able to help you. Unfortunately, I'm not there to help you immediately. Look at you acting like you're unaware that my wife is the only person here. You and I both know that the only person that can help me right now is her. Unbelievable. If you know it's your duty to help me, then why are you outside at the moment? Here I am suffering in need of your assistance, This is the exact time that you should be here. I know, but ever since I've started living in this household, there's a lot of things I need to do. I've had to plan my day out properly. Right now is the only time that I can get to the shops and still get all the tasks I need to do done efficiently. Surely you can understand that, Joe. The only thing I can understand is how incompetent you are. I mean, what exactly are you doing at the shops right now? I hope you're not wasting our money on things that we don't need. Of course not. All I'm doing is buying the necessary ingredients that we need for dinner tonight. That disgusting thing? Honestly, you might as well give up. You could go out there and buy the most expensive ingredients, and that thing wouldn't taste good. In fact, that's exactly what you have done, right? I bet you've gone out there and bought the most expensive kind of meat and spices a person could get their hands on. I can tell that's the type of guy you are. You don't know how to make a decent meal with just basic ingredients. You always need all this fancy stuff. And what does the final product look like? Crap. It doesn't taste good at all. Are you serious right now? I don't believe what I'm hearing. The recipes that I cook are from my mother. I grew up on them. My brother and I love them. They taste better than anything we eat outside. Would you look at that? I'm sorry to tell you, but that crap that you cook wouldn't sell. That dim-witted pig you call a mother must have brainwashed you and your brother. What? She actually brainwashed her kids to think that dog feces taste good. What an evil cow. Hey, I don't want to hear that type of talk from you. You don't know anything about my mother. I'm not going to sit here and let you disrespect her. I'll say whatever the hell I want about her. She clearly did a putrid job of raising you. What the hell did you just say to me? I mean, take a look at you. How's it feel wearing the skirt in the relationship? Do you like it when my daughter comes home and spanks you at night? Do you like being her little play toy to fool around with her after she's had a long day at work? Come on, any man should be ashamed of himself for being in the position that you're in. I didn't raise her to marry an insipid little cretin like you. I intended for her to actually marry a real man. Now she's just playing around with some disgusting beta male. What do you mean, a real man? What makes me not a real man? Come on, a real man is someone that would marry her and be able to take over the reins of the company. Take her out of that position she's in. You're just some incompetent little whelp that wouldn't be able to handle that type of environment. You can't handle the responsibility of managing a whole company of people. Instead, here you are, lounging about in my home, having to wipe my behind when I need you to. You should be ashamed of yourself. Well, if you're talking about the company, I've already had a discussion like this with your daughter. I told her that I fully intended to take over the company if she needed it. I am quite capable. I was one of her highest employees there. I was basically managing everything on my own. In fact, I was doing a lot more work than she was. But the thing is that your daughter was very stubborn. She wasn't willing to give up the company. She said that she could handle it on her own. She wanted to run everything by herself. She didn't want to give it over to someone else. That's why I'm at home every day having to wipe your behind. It's not by my choice. Well, this just shows me how much of a craven you are, doesn't it? I mean, the fact that my daughter can actually bully you to step down and just submit to her wishes is amazing. That's a true sign of a weak man right there. You should have had the spirit and the guts to stand up to her. She should have known her place. It's better to leave it in someone else's hands. Except you're a coward and you couldn't do that, could you? You're an absolute waste of space. From today till the end of days, you're never gonna have my respect. Well, you better start respecting me whether you like it or not, because I am here to stay. I am married to your daughter, and we're family now. I don't care if you think I'm a good candidate for her or not. She's made her decision. We're gonna get married. Talk tough as much as you want. At the end of the day, you're just the guy that wipes my behind and cooks dinner. You're basically a slave for me to abuse. So how about you just hurry up and get back here already? I've got something to show you. It reminds me a lot about the crap that you cook for me every night.
Well, 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 would you look at that? You are finally a married man. I've got to say, your wife looks totally hot, man. I mean, I think it's kind of cool that she threw tradition out of the window. Usually, a wedding dress is like a little bit more reserved. Instead of going for the more pretty type of look, she's gone with the sexy one. I think your wife's intention today was to drop some jaws today, and my god, she did a good job at that. Anyway, you must be some lucky devil sleeping next to her right now. I'm pretty sure you're busy getting at it, aren't you? Hope I'm not interrupting or anything. Well, I just wanted to say congratulations on everything, man. Enjoy your marriage.
Hey, bro. Thanks for messaging me. I'm sorry I didn't get much time to talk to you today. I'm really glad that you came, though. You looked pretty handsome yourself. I was worried that you might steal her away from me.
Hey, well, I mean, she did give me that 2-second eye contact. So, who knows? I think I had a chance. But you know what? At the end of the day, you're my bro. So I'm not gonna just steal her away from you. You owe me one, though. Introduce me to one of her friends or something.
Well, I think that is something that we can arrange if we really need to.
Anyway, man, what are you doing right now? How come you're messaging me? Shouldn't you two be like getting it on or something?
Don't worry, we've already done the deed.
My man, that is exactly what I want to hear. So tell me, what is she like? She must have been absolutely freaky. I mean, with the way that she has been flirting and talking you up before. Who knows what sort of weird, dark desires she had? Come on, man, I want to hear some deets. What was she like? What was it like? Did she make you squeal?
Oh, come on, John, settle down. What a stupid question to ask me.
What? I was actually being serious. I'm super curious about her. I mean, with a girl that really likes to wear the pants in the relationship, surely should be wearing something else, right? I am just looking out for you, man. I hope it didn't hurt you too much.
If it satisfies your curiosity, then I'm going to go straight up and tell you that, no, what you're thinking about right now didn't happen. A lot of crazy stuff happened, but fortunately for me, that didn't happen. Although I wouldn't be surprised if she was open to the idea.
Man, that is just like so cool. I want that. I want that so bad. But as you say, I've got to focus on becoming a rocket engineer. I guess I got to do that first before I actually enjoy myself.
How is that going anyway? You and I barely get to see each other anymore. I drop off that food for you, but it's been ages since I've actually seen you.
Look, bro, I know that you're getting worried, but just know that everything is smooth sailing. I'm doing everything right. I'm just about to graduate, and I've already had job offers at all these different places. I am a hot item right now. So many places want me. It is crazy. I feel like I'm some sort of superstar or something. I am still dating that girl too.
Oh yeah? Tell me about that. So you guys actually got it on then?
Yeah, she is really sweet. You would approve of her. She is nothing like that one you're dating. She's genuine and she doesn't really date people. I think she's the perfect type of girl for me. Very low maintenance. You could say that she's a little bit boring. I don't know if we're doing any of that freaky stuff that you're doing, but I'm still happy with her.
Aw, that's great to hear, man. That's exactly what I want to hear. It seems like you're doing all the right things. Everything is going the right way. I'm proud of you. I honestly am.
Well, hey, don't talk about me like I've actually achieved anything. I haven't even had my first day of work yet. Anyway, enough about me. This is your wedding night. We should be celebrating what's to come for you from this point on, right? You're gonna have this crazy, awesome life with a hot woman. You must be so excited.
Well, I'm definitely feeling something. I guess you can describe it as exciting.
Come on, man, what is with this low attitude of yours? You've got to pick it up a little bit. I mean, this is your wedding day, right? You should be over the moon. You should be shooting fireworks all over the place.
I know. You're right. I really should be. I just can't help but feel that maybe I made the wrong decision today.
What do you mean you made the wrong decision? Marrying a rich family with a hot wife? Who wouldn't want to be in that situation?
Well, look, I know on the outside it must look really good. Superficially, I've got the best circumstance. But when it comes down to what I have to deal with on a daily basis, it is quite different.
Okay, in what way? I mean, you don't have to work or anything, right? All you gotta do is clean the house and cook. Those are two things that you're already really good at.
I know, right? I should be really good at these things, but unfortunately, I'm not meeting the standard. This guy that I gotta live with, Miranda's dad, he absolutely hates my guts. He has got no respect for me at all.
What the hell, man? Why? You're the most respectable guy I know. Why wouldn't he respect you?
Well, it's based on the simple fact that his daughter is working in a higher position than me. He thinks it should be the other way around, where she's at home cleaning and I'm the one working. I totally agree with him, but with someone like Miranda, it's really hard to argue against her.
You know what? I don't find that hard to believe. With a girl like that, she could say the sky is purple and it'd be really hard to argue against her. I can tell that she has the my way or no way type of mentality.
You're not wrong about that. I mean, she controls everything. Not only that, but her libido was crazy. I can't keep up with it. I'm always in a daze. Sometimes I wake up and I think I'm about 3 hours into it.
Well, man, that sounds pretty awesome. I hope my girl and I can do that at some point.
You don't want this. I know it sounds great, but when you get down to the nitty-gritty, it can be a really painful time. The type of stuff that she does was really cool at the start, but now it's just getting really painful. I mean, first it was just a little bit of playful smacking and biting, but now I'm getting severely bruised. I'm walking around like some battered man. People think I'm an MMA fighter or something, but that's not the truth of it at all. I'm just getting beaten up by my wife.
Wow, is it really that bad? I mean, today is your wedding day, right? You must have gotten beat up relentlessly.
Oh, yeah, that's part of the reason why I'm able to talk to you right now. The pain in my body hurts so much that I can't even close my eyes. I can't stop cringing. I am in so much pain.
Maybe this is worse than I thought. I guess having a girl like that is a bit of a double-edged sword. It's not all excitement and crazy experiences after all.
It certainly isn't. Believe me, I was thinking the same way as you are right now. I thought it was going to be awesome, but now it's just becoming too much for me. I don't know what's going to happen from this point on. I'm not really sure she's going to calm down or not.
Well, let's just take a look at the positive side. They got money, right? You're now part of their family. Surely they can give you a bit of money to open up the restaurant. We can finally get that business started. Open chains everywhere.
It's not as easy as you think. These people absolutely hate the food.
What did you just say?
Yeah, the dad says it tastes like crap. He compared his own feces to them.
No way, he did not. This is Mom's recipe that we're talking about. There is no way that I am just gonna sit here and let him insult it.
I know, I was as angry as you are. Unfortunately, neither of them like it. They keep telling me to cook other things. Things like lasagna and spaghetti. I hate listening to them insult my mother. They've got no sensitivity. Even my wife, who knows my story, insults her. She knows what happened with us, and she still has a nerve to talk about our mother that way.
How dare she? You know what? I was completely wrong about this. Maybe I don't like her after all. Now she just looks like some Botoxed up hag that's got no taste. Does she actually think she's better than us because she inherited a company from her own dad? There is nothing special about her. Our mother was a far greater woman.
I couldn't agree with you anymore, bro. Honestly, I'm disgusted with it as much as you.
Man, I can't believe we're talking about this on your wedding night. I am so sorry. This should be a time for you to be happy, and I'm kind of dampening the mood.
Oh, don't worry, bro. I'm the one that brought up this topic anyway. It's all my fault. Oh no, I can hear her waking up. I think she's ready for round 2.
Are you serious? You did it, she fell asleep, and she's gonna do it again? That is an insane libido right there.
I told you I wasn't lying about it. Look, we'll keep in touch. I'll let you know how things go. Miranda, hey, what the hell? Come on, is this really the way to behave? You're acting so childish right now. Are you seriously just gonna storm out of the house like that, breaking everything in your path?
Shut up! Don't talk to me! You have a job to do, don't you? Get to it already!
What is your problem? Don't talk to me that way. I'm meant to be your husband. If you and I have a problem, we have to talk about it. We don't just run out of the house and destroy everything.
I just could not believe that you would be this resistant to me. I mean, before we got married, I understood. You weren't mine yet, so I was comfortable with the fact that you kept resisting my approaches. But now that we're married, you're actually going to turn me down? Where do you get the nerve to do that?
Come on, this is the first time I've done it. You're overreacting about this. Do you seriously expect me to do that type of thing every time that you want to?
Of course I do. Did you have any idea about the type of person that you married? I think I was quite clear that this is the type of thing that I enjoy.
I know. I enjoy it too, I really do. But you're really putting a toll on my body. I mean, the way that you enjoy it is just not sustainable for me. It's incredibly painful. It puts me out of commission for days. All the other things that you complain about, such as cleaning and the food, become that much harder for me. Do you not see where I'm coming from?
All I can see is a man that just sits there and makes excuses all the time. First, you start slacking on the food. Then you stop doing the housework, and now you have the nerve to actually reject my advances. You're going to pay for that, buddy. You're going to pay big time.
Oh, come on, Miranda. Have a little bit of rationality about you. Why don't we switch roles for once? That could be fun. You can be the one that's chained up and whipped instead.
You seriously did not say that. How dare you? Don't you get the picture here? You're my little toy. That's the only reason that you exist. Haven't you got that through your head yet?
That's honestly how you think, isn't it? I can't believe that's actually the way that you look at me. That is not the way that you look at a husband. It is just wrong.
Just shut up. You know what? If you're not going to be my little play toy, I'm going to find someone else.
What did you just say?
You heard me. You're in for a rude awakening, buddy. Don't message me tonight. I don't want you spoiling my fun.
Hey, man, look, I'm done. It is over. I am not putting up with this stuff anymore.
Whoa, what is going on? Did something happen between you and Miranda?
Yeah, something definitely happened between us. I turned her down yesterday, the first time I've ever done it. I told her no, I wasn't going to be a victim for the night. She absolutely flipped out, went crazy, started smashing all the windows on the way out the door. She was using a giant dildo to do it too. It scared the hell out of me.
Holy crap! She's insane. Did she really do that?
No word of a lie, she did this. We had an argument and we broke it off, so I just went to bed. When I woke up in the morning, she had 10 different guys in our bed. I'm assuming they were doing some stuff while I was asleep. Their stuff is all over the place.
Stuff?
Oh, don't make me say it. I told her we were getting a divorce and she was vehement about it. Said I wouldn't get anywhere in life without her. My stupid restaurant based on our mother's recipe is only good for dogs to eat.
I hate this chick. Who the hell does she think she is? No one insults my mother and gets away with it.
I know, I can't stand it either, no matter how fun and beautiful she is. Her energy is just way too much for me. I don't think I can handle it. She just gets worse and worse.
I don't know how you've been able to put up with it so far.
Well, I haven't really. She's way too much for me. Her and her dad. I can't sit there and get abused all the time. I don't want to wipe his behind for another day. He can clean his own house up. If I'm that much of a disgrace to him, he can just sit there and clean his own house on his own. I don't care if I have to give up the prospect of me getting the money for a restaurant. It's better than me sacrificing my mental health. Do you mind if I crash at yours until I find a place myself? I know you and your girl are tying the knot soon, but I really need a place to go. You're the only guy that I've got."
Wow, well, who would have thought this day would come? Welcome back home, bro. Consider it my way of saying sorry for forcing you onto that chick. I honestly had no idea she would be this much crazy. You have to accept my apology.
No worries, man. You had no idea. It's fine.
Anyway, you know what? You and I are going to start something great together.
What do you mean by that?
Well, let's say that I've been getting paid quite well in my new job. So I'm gonna give you the money to start off the new restaurant. I don't care what those people say. The food our mom cooked was amazing. I know other people are gonna love it as well.
Are you serious right now, man?
I am dead serious. All I need for you to do is get away from that crazy hag wife of yours. So you hurry on back here and we can begin.
Well, what an interesting turn of events. Who would have thought that the very woman that put me down and said I wouldn't become anything is now the person working for me? You've grown a lot older now, Miranda. All of your good looks are gone.
Don't think I'm working here because I want to work here. I don't really have a choice. Nowhere else is willing to hire me. Everyone is villainizing me.
Oh, I can imagine. After treating your company like that and having it exposed to the public, you've become public enemy number one. So, what do you think about my establishment? You and your dad used to put my food down quite a lot. That food that you guys consider dog crap is selling more than Coca-Cola right now.
Look, do you think I really care about something like that? I'm here for the money. I don't care if your company is $1 billion corporation. I'm here to earn a paycheck. That's it.
Oh, that's fine. You'll be earning your paycheck, but you're going to be earning it under very strict surveillance. I'm watching your every move. If I see any of that inappropriate behavior with my employees, if I see any of that crap, you're out of here.
Fine, I get it. Whatever. What do you want me to do?
Well, Miranda, I'm very happy to see that you're eager to get started. You and I are going to have a discussion the next time that I come in. As it turns out, after Miranda and I got divorced, she took a turn for the worse. It turns out that she can't get over her obsession of hitting on people in the workplace. She absolutely loves being in a position of authority and having everyone adore her. Around the office, everyone knew her reputation. Many of the guys would sit out there in excitement to know if they would hit the lottery. Maybe they were the ones to be brought into her office that day. Unfortunately for her, one of those days she called in the wrong guy. He just wasn't into it. He was a family man and didn't want to do anything to betray them. The moment he said no to her, she absolutely flipped out, threw the chair out the window, and it crashed 20 stories. Luckily, no one was hit by it. That man charged her. He got a massive payout for it. Unfortunately, it was so large that she had no choice but to bankrupt the company. The company that her father took so long to build was now nothing. Unfortunately for him, he had to know this news within his lifetime. The moment he found out about what had happened, he had a heart attack and passed away. Miranda was absolutely devastated by that. Unfortunately for her, her face was broadcast everywhere. It was really hard for her to get a job. That's why she had to start working in an establishment like mine. There is only one reason I would take her in. That was so I could make her suffer as much as possible for what she and her father put me through. I've got her doing the most grueling jobs that I can find for her around my workplace. I've specifically told the employees not to flush when they go to the toilet and just keep it there for her to deal with later. She continually puts in complaints, and I've told her that I'll talk to everyone. But that's obviously a lie. I'll have her doing the worst job she can imagine until the end of her days. She can do it under the surveillance of me and my new wife. As for my brother and I, things couldn't have turned out better. He's done exactly what he set out to do.
He's working in a major space corporation and working on developing a new type of rocket. He's been able to find some sort of new way to assist in generating more energy, which will allow it to go for longer trips. This means going to even more distant planets. He's doing exactly what his parents expected him to do, and I am so proud of him. Using all the money that he's earned from his occupation, he's given me a portion of it to open up the restaurant. It wasn't long until I didn't need to borrow money from him in general. The place managed to start springing up everywhere. First, it was a restaurant in a different state. Then it was in 10 different states. Now I've got restaurants all over the country. Despite what Miranda and her father would say, I knew there was something about my mother's cooking that people could enjoy. It was not just this taste that my brother and I grew up with. It was her own recipe that found a way to grip at your heart. We've created every single restaurant to match the interior of the home that we used to have. It wasn't really extravagant and over the top, but it was heartwarming and a place that you wanted to come home to. When we look at the reviews for our restaurants, it is exactly what the customers have been saying, and it puts a smile on my face every time I read them. I know our parents are looking down with pride at the things that my brother and I have created. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. If you enjoyed it, please remember to click the like button. See you in the next video.